God bless everyone. I should turn it down. It is October 8th, 2025. Yep. I'm so happy to be here with all you guys. You know, the greatest thing is that we woke up today. But what does this mean? It means that we get to feel alive. We have another day. And it's going to be a crazy one today. I was thinking about you, MK. The moon's out. Hello, sick dog. We must help each other. We must spread our love. A lot of people, they're too busy loving on themselves. Why only love yourself when you can love the whole world? We came here to be happy, to be creative, to be nice. You can't hold that back. You can't have hate and love at the same time. It is not night here, Zion. The moon is literally just here in the daytime. The insane asylum messes with you. Nothing can bother you when you have God on your side. Nothing affects you when you're happy. You make happy decisions when you're happy. Hello, Falcon. We see the same sun. Hello, Timo. I'm the best I've ever been vibe with Double Chief. Because I found God. God, I feel him through me. Karen Hoa. That sounds fantastic. And again, we must be nice to each other. If you don't like the world, it's up for you to make it how you like it. It's up to you to be creative, to spread your love. It's not all about you. It's about everything around you. And there's nothing greater than feeling love. How can God be killed? First of all, hello, outlaw. Hello, Terry. Simon. Everything that you have a thought of, it's your interpretation. And so the first thing you must understand about God is the first thing you must understand is that the soul lives on forever. It does not die. It does not begin. It may appear in forms, but that still never dies. You only think it dies. Thank you for the mustache comment. Hello, Kathy, Richard, and John. People are always going to hate because they feel negative. You can only hate when you feel negative, and you can only be negative when you hate. We all want to feel the life of God. We all want to feel joyous. This is what hate wants too. So they will hate on you. They'll hate on you for talking about God. They'll hate on you for talking about Jesus. They'll hate on you for doing anything positive. Because every positive has a negative. Anything in your life that's a negative, you can change it to a positive immediately. You can change any thought that you have immediately. Okay? But usually you need approval from other people. But more importantly, you need approved from yourself. You need confirmation bias. The thing is, though, I can say dragons are real. I can say, yes, they are real. Then I can say, they're not real. Do you see how I changed it? Which one is right? Tell me. You can change any thought at any time. Yeah. But the only true validation is the answer you accept. If that's not the answer that you feel isn't correct, then you'll be judgmental and you will search until you feel satisfied with the answer. But if you confirm everything, then you're satisfied with everything. Even if you ask the question, let's say I gave you a baloney answer. Well, but you still accepted it. You approved. That's only because your mind told you that. Above the mind, if you can transcend it, is the feeling of life. It's way better than the mind, and it's way smarter than the mind. This fundamental feel of life, it doesn't change. Your mind changes, and you can't keep up with it. But there's a fundamental feel of all of this going on. I supply the greatest drugs of all. If you think you've done drugs, oh, I got something in store for you. It might hit you right now through the screen. You've never had a drug like this. I'm going to give you something sex could never give you. What you're trying to get out of alcohol. No, I haven't heard of nail clippers, nor soap. God bless everyone. I'm an old granny. Badass bees. I don't feel that. I don't feel that hate. Life is happening all around us. If you sit still enough, then you can feel the life. It's your only guidance. Your only mission. People think they know you. They don't know you. What you think about somebody, that pertains to you. Most people don't care how you think. Your interpretation, that's just yours. Everybody's just interpreting things. You could see the same live stream, but everybody labels it differently. Some people hate me. Some people love me. God always loves you. We could all watch the same movie, but all feel different about it. All interpret it differently. We could all read the same Bible page, and we all could see it differently. This is what makes us an individual or something unique. We all, beneath whatever we interpret and think about, we all feel the fundamental life. This feel is the same for everybody. And the only way you can know it is me telling you, or for you to feel it around you. It's in all living things. It's what carries everything. This is the life of God. It's what the Bible's trying to teach. But it's very hard to teach to feel around you. It's kind of a metaphysical sense. And it has nothing to do with your five senses. It's to put you in a trance. This is where everybody's trying to get to. It's why they read. It's why they listen to music. So you can be in the moment. And it's to stop thinking. Because when you stop thinking, you become the moment. It's very still. And it's very slow. Okay? If you're moving fast all the time, it's gonna be too much to concentrate. There's a certain pace to be concentrated and move at that speed, or just at that. So you're trying to get into a trance, but most people, they're not aware. So they kind of go like this. The goal is to become aware in the trance state. In fact, you're always aware. You're just not aware. This trance state is always going on. It's the music. Why you listen to music? You don't even need the music. This is the rhythm of life. We are the heartbeat of Earth. The heartbeat of everything around us. You can only feel this. How could you know this? You would want to experience it. When you want to go skiing, you think you want to go skiing, but simply, you don't have to go skiing to put you into the state you are now. You only think you do. If you feel you need to go skiing, then you can express your fun. You can express your happiness. This is what we are here for. I've been saved for a long time. What I'm saying is, there's a fundamental feel, and regardless if you go skiing, you're already feeling. Nothing will feel greater than feeling right now. This is where you're trying to get to. Usually when you go into the state, you won't do nothing because it's the best experience ever. You are the feel of life, the liveliness. It's beyond what I'm saying, and it's beyond thoughts. Hello, Carol. I'm inside of the fence. We should never judge anyone. Not because we're judging them or whoever it's about. We're making judgments. You are the one making judgments. It has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm sorry, Falcon. You're free to go. Everybody will realize how they make people feel. And God sees everything. So if you make fun of me, if you hate me, the hate started inside of you. The making fun of me started inside of you. It has nothing to do with anything else. God bless you all. Hello, little Miss Sunshine. Thanks for the donation. Yeah. Hello, serving my Redeemer. Be still and know that I am. Rushing minds, they cast out negativity. You're always in a rush. The only place you're in a rush for is to die. Yeah. The reason why you don't feel life is because you're judging it. That's up to God. You will pay for all your sins. God doesn't pay for them. You pay for them yourself. So the only reason you have negativity or you have thoughts, you're not in the present moment. Everybody's always busy. Busy is taking you away from this. This is the greatest thing ever. Everybody's trying to do something. They're not doing this. What they're trying to do is to get here. This is everywhere. This is everything. That's why you're in the shell. If you hate life, you don't know life. You can't know life if you feel life. They don't coincide. The only thing you feel is right inside. You're only thinking something outside is making you feel. But it's always here for the designation. The whole point of existence is right inside of you. Else, how would you know existence? It's happening right now. Right through you. Everything's a distraction. We're talking about people are too busy. They always want to do something. Once you feel the life you are, you're doing the best thing. And then when you get established in this state, you know what you need to do. You can take this state with you. No more fantasizing. No more being stuck in the mind. Thank you, Kathy. Is it cold? It's about 15 degrees colder in my house. So, and I was just in my house. Hello, PK. FBI? I don't really care what some of you guys are saying. I can care what I do pick and care less about what I don't. The only value of anything is what you set to it. So when you get butthurt about something, that's because you set value to that. It's all created by your imagination. What I'm saying is in the Bible? Yes, it is. God bless you all. Where am I, Lilith? I like that name. I'm in Pennsylvania. Hello, Stinky. I need a sober living. Sorry. Soup. How did you know I was eating soup, Plum? I literally had a drank broth this morning. Conquer. You shouldn't be saying that. And you're going to pay for that. Because you created a negative feeling in you. You sent that out. you're going to reap what you sow. Don't think you're going to feel negative and cause negative intentions in the world and not get it back. You're going to get it back. And it's going to feel way worse. This is what a sin is. This is what life is all about. If you don't believe God's watching you, well, you're always watching you. You pay for your own sins, your own unawareness of how you feel, the feeling behind the thought. All your thoughts hold a fundamental feeling behind them. Only idiots don't know the feeling behind the thought. You have to be unaware. Because as soon as you cast negativity, even if you're unaware of it, which is the worst part, it comes straight back at you. Lizard people are here too. Yeah, there's lizards on the ground. Some have them in their home. Some are walking on 2 feet. Yeah, Kathy. There's a lot of comments. Yeah, Ely. We're simply here to feel the life. Why we try to do anything is so we go back to feeling our life, getting ourselves out of the mind. No one wants to be in the mind because your attention is just in your head, whereas it could be all around you. Again, what you think about something is just your interpretation. It has nothing to do with what is actually going on right in front of you. It's where you're so zoned in that you're not thinking anymore. The whole point of life is to stop thinking. I hope you all feel love. I would love a Moroccan style soup. Yeah. Yeah. Because people love me. Nice seeing you, Jeremy. Behaving neutral and objective. The best. You're going to have to reword that. But it's whatever you feel about it. Every thought you create, your interpretation, your feeling, you can create any feeling you want. You can believe anything. And you have imagination. So you can have the best thoughts. You can put yourself in the best scenarios. So, is the situation you're living in right now? Is it the situation you're living in? Or is it how you think about it? Because if someone calls your situation shitty, but if you're feeling the best, is it really a shitty situation? Egg fart? That all will come back to you. All that hate will come back to you. And you will see this. I love all you guys. Spam does have to go, though. I haven't been reading much of the comments. Yeah. Anyone that spams will have to go. And there might be some bots on me or see the four Taco Bell. He has multiple accounts. And we can't have big babies in here. Yeah. Because you guys have to understand, they have, people going after me. So that's just something you have to understand. But I appreciate the people that hate. And I appreciate their own viewpoint. But we can't have spamming in here. Because everybody's free to comment. I respect everyone's viewpoint. But you can't ruin the time for everybody else. I never said I'm special. If you're asking me, Justin Gilmore, yeah, I'm not special at all. Why would they go after me specifically? we've already talked about this, but anytime you try to do anything positive, or there's going to be people coming after you. When you show love, there's going to be the other side. Doesn't mean I feel that. I feel all of life. And that's all there is. You know, even Jesus had haters. There's people who hate God. So that's why. The dark wants to be in the light. That's right, MK. And Stinky, you were showing me fake love. And when I banned anyone off of my channel or my live stream, you will have to come see me in real life if you want to see me. And you will see how people, they wear a facade. Some people will try to act nice to me. And then the next day, they show their true colors. I have love for all people and respect for them all. Your own beliefs and cultures. Yeah, that is true, Kathy, or Kathy. That is true. Because everything comes from God. Everything comes from positivity. So even the dark, even the negativity, it wants to be good. Evil, the devil, they're trying to be liked. They're all trying to go back to God. Yeah. The more we shine and spread our positivity, we lift the whole environment up. The whole world. We are here to just do that. Yeah. Well, you gotta figure. Usually, when someone comes after me, they have a group of people. It's not just one. I don't really care. Because none of these people would say that in real life. Not that I would even do anything about it. But they would never do that in real life. And a lot of these people have multiple accounts. So it's just them using the same account. Yeah, that's why they say like the same thing. Or they'll be in a group where they'll have multiple people. Sometimes they'll try to hide their hate. Yeah. We're playing for everybody here. Yeah, it's Discord trolls, basically. You know, a lot of people are like spoiled kids. And when spoiled kids grow up, it's all about them. It may not be their fault, but they choose to live in ignorance. Just because someone isn't a kid anymore doesn't mean they're still not a spoiled kid. They can be in a grown body. Yeah. I remind you of Vince Van Gogh. Hello, Paris. Thank you all for being here. And I'm just trying to bring this happiness in your life. I'm just a guide to that. For you can feel this too. It's the best feeling in the world. And it's where we're all trying to get to. We want to feel the very life we are. Anything we try to do, we're trying to concentrate. We're trying to focus so much. We become in the moment, of the moment, because it is alive. It is itself. They call this God. And we can actually feel God. Whatever's out here, if we clear the passage, the way, then we can feel all of this. We're just shitting in a shell that gives us a thinking ability and a limited experience. But if we drop our thinking ability, and then we become with everything else. Because what's going around you and what everything else is, it is simply thoughtless. It's not thinking. So we become everything. This is the whole story of anything, but of creation. And when we become this, since we aren't thinking, the knowledge and everything you need to know, you actually feel it. So this is 110% truth. It's always on. And all of life connects to you through this feel. That's all there really is. How's it going? Yeah, I am happy. Yeah, we get back what we put out. Yeah. It's people don't realize this. Okay? Because what feels right in our life, it comes from the gut. You feel it. It is actually outside the mind. Okay? The mind creates feelings, depressions, which would be dips. Your mind just creates feelings, but you are the feeling, the ultimate feeling itself. Okay? You create these basically to have a limited experience. So eventually what happens to people, they get sick of sadness. They get sick of being angry. And then now that they experience these limited things, it starts from ignorance. But then you become more aware. Then you go back to God. Back to happiness. Back to feeling the life of everything. Yeah. Yeah, we can't have like super negative, like more so spamming. Yeah. Well, maybe he didn't state that, Jason. That is one thing, that is a society, a cultural belief, and another thing is, it's how it makes you feel. God speaks to you through the feel. If marrying a child is at a certain age, which obviously you said child, so, but there are cultures that do marry them younger. Not that I support that or I am with that, but God will tell you what is right. I'm not one to tell you what is right. It's what you feel. Yeah. People are oblivious, though, to this feel, okay, because they're caught up in the thinking mind, which would be the flesh, which would be this thin material. We think we are this body in this occupation, but when we die, this all goes away. And to live in sin, ignorance of the life you are, you will be in sin after, which will be actual hell. This is more so, this experience can be a mild hell, but there are other places way worse than this. I am. I'm going through it right now with my own family members. Well, if someone ever causes you stress, if you should get away. Because if they're going to cause you stress once, they're going to cause you stress again. Okay? That the reason why someone causes you stress or you don't like it, that is God telling you to get away from them. Then you won't have that stress no more. Then you'll be happy. Yeah. I'm sorry about that though, Libra gal. And things are going to get better. You know what's funny? Is I was just looking up my astrological sign. And I never really looked at them. One more. I'm a Libra too. Thank you, Big Chong. I probably need a couple more moderators. This is just something that happened recently. With a, explosion of the page. Yeah, and banning them, they're all banned. Oh, that emoji is like Paris. That's like the cutest emoji. Your soul is your mind and emotions. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right, MK, I can do that. God bless all you guys. Yeah. He definitely wants us to reconcile with family. Everything that's going on in your life is because God set you up for it. It's your reason to navigate everything that it's happening in your life. It's happening right now. It's happening to your greatest benefit. Yeah. Don't see something as negative or not happening for you. Yeah, sexual immortality, immorality. I've never seen anyone use that word before. Why can't I say that? It is bad. Yeah. But some people, they think it's not bad. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. Just because I think something, even if I think it's right, doesn't mean everybody's going to agree with me. Even if God tells me the right things, even if I feel from God the truth, doesn't mean other people are going to recognize this truth. You know? Can I do something about it? Well, that's what I'm doing right now. But again, just because I feel something is right doesn't mean people are going to understand that. Oh, he said it's right. It must be. No. If that was the case, the whole world would be following scripture and we would all be living harmonious. Fried rice? How would you like it served up? Okay, now you're spamming. I guess you're going to have to go too. G- DJ Crazy Jimmy. What do I think of as Christians? That's like asking multiple people. I don't know everyone's viewpoint. But no, I don't agree with slavery or child marriage. Yeah. It's like why would anyone agree with that? Yeah. No, of course I don't want anyone to be hurt and everyone should be free. Most people can't even handle being free, which is even crazier. Yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about feelings as in emotions. We're talking about the feel of life. When you step into this, well, then there's no words for it, but you feel overwhelmingly in love. You feel in awe. It's the happiest you'll ever be. Oh. But the feeling is so incredible, words don't even mean anything to it. Yeah. Yeah. If you give your every thought to God, that is that is true. That is true. That's why I'm here. Where is proof of heaven and hell? There's two proofs. Heaven, hell, if you go to the astral world, which you wake up in your dream and go there, you control your conscious. You can go there. It's very easily too. But you have, or you can know the method. You don't necessarily have to be sleeping to do it, which would be a random by occurrence. So you can actually go to them. And there's definitely people that are existing today that have been brought to those places. Usually people that fall off the path, they get divine interpretations. They get divine guidance. Okay? The other representation of physicality of hell is in your mind. This is the greatest hell. And this is what takes you to hell. The hell doesn't really matter the place. It's actually the feeling it gives you, which is dread, fear. You could be in the Garden of Eden. Garden of Eden. But if you feel like hell in your mind, if you're creating hell, the Garden of Eden, you don't really see that. Heaven is when you relax the mind so much, there's nothing on your mind. So your soul floats up, and you feel everything. You feel the best ever. Anytime you let go of a thought, you immediately feel relief. We all experience what we need to experience. Yeah. Yeah. There is no interpretation of the experience. It's just happening. But why is it happening? To put you in the trance. It's to make you wake up. So you become with it. When you go in the mind, you start labeling it bad. But it's really not. Me, 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 me. But you are all of this. The ne- I don't even know how to say that. Neanderthals, they fell below conscious, so they still weren't experiencing all of life. That we still have people like that today. Neanderthals, the species or type may have died, but their thinking has still lives on. Survival and self-perseverance. This is will turn eventually to doing evil things. Cavemen just weren't aware of their life. Okay? We are meant to be aware, to tap into awareness, to tap in the life of God. They were unconscious. Doesn't mean they were necessarily feeling negative. You can be unconscious, such as a baby, and still actually feel God and feel good. He's always there. Okay? But becoming conscious of this is different. Puppet equals asshole, Jeremy. Sorry, I was. Babies, they're not thinking. They already in the feel of God. Okay? They're just not conscious yet. Yeah. But babies don't believe in anything. That's a good question, Jason Manson. First of all, people get ridiculed when they do the right thing. Some people are trying to keep you from God. This is the biggest secret. And unfortunately, there's people that don't want you to know. That's how they get their power. So they're going to call psychologists on you. They're going to want you to take meds. And they're going to hate on you. So we first have to mention that. God, He's not the voice in your head. How He speaks to you, it's through your intuition. That is Him speaking to you directly. And you can get premonitions from this. And the way that feels right, that's the way God is guiding you. Okay? It's the only way. It's like when you're just walking, maybe in a new place, especially if it's some exotic place, you just feel, oh, I want to go this way. You aren't aware that you're feeling to go this way. You soon start thinking, okay, oh yeah, okay. Maybe you're not aware that you're even thinking. But the guidance is what feels right. Okay? It takes a subtle stillness in you. Simply what God really is and what all of this reality, the fundamental thing about it is, whether you say God or if you don't believe, there is a reality. You do know this. There is a fundamental feel of it. That's why it's existing. Because it's not merely a concept. Where would that bring you? Where is the idea taking you? It's simply nothing. It's just something up here. It's not what's outside of you, though. This all has a fundamental feel. The stillness is knowing you can trust him. Yeah. And do you see? If you're moving too fast, people are never going to catch this. And once you establish yourself in this, then you'll go at it gracefully. Then you can go perhaps fast. What people usually do is they burn out their motor. They overstimulate themselves. Usually by thinking. There is people who do it physically. Yeah, because you can only think so much. It's not you. Okay? Just as you can only run so much, there'll be a time where you need to stop. But you can use the mind to force to keep going. But your body tells you everything. You are more so the body than you are the mind. Because the feel comes through the body. The body tells you what is right and what you need to be doing. And ultimately what you want to be doing. Libra gal. No, I didn't. You're just making up stuff. I didn't excuse child marriage earlier. You completely missed the point. And then you went back to creating your point. I said other cultures have their own beliefs. That has nothing to even do with me. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just saying that there's people. It's already happened. That's how you're talking about it. And it just happened. Yeah. When God was a person walking around. If something was going on in front of me and God was telling me to intervene, people only do this at the last minute. Okay? You can be in this all the time. If there was something going on in front of me, and God told me to intervene. If I don't, that's a sin. That's going against life. I will do something. Most of this stuff that you're talking about, what most people like to bring up, it's underneath our noses. It's hidden. The darkness has to hide. If this shit was going on in the open, no one would be allowing it. Yeah. In fact, someone's only out to get you because this is all happiness. This is all love. When someone's out to get you, that's only in your mind. It's a thought of fear. It's a creation of fear. But you'll never experience love and happiness eternally until you actually feel it and become established in it. Again, this isn't some like abstract thing. It's more than my words, though you can feel through the words, but it's emanating out of you. This life is right, and this is what it's all about. How can something exist, don't care? Well, that's a very introspective question. I have two complete answers for that. One thing, what God really is, and why you have to feel this, is He is love. But you have to feel it to know it. See, when you think about something intellectually, you're not feeling it. You're not feeling the love. Okay? What the energy that runs all of this, it is the feeling of love. Yeah, you can create the feeling of love though through your mind. But it's already present. So that's one way. There's no intellectually getting you here. The second way to feel this love and to know about caring is when you stop thinking, you feel the need to care. Because this love fills you, and it's a sequence of who you are. You don't actually put effort, it naturally happens. I need a surfboard. I would love to be next to a beach or on an island. Yeah. I've never really got interested in surfing though. My mom, funny enough, Plum, nice to see you in here. God bless your soul. My mom actually just got green beans yesterday. I got them for her. That's how I know. But more importantly, my mom loves green beans. Hello, India. I'll be there next year. It is 9 in military time. Tim says my mom did a poor job. It doesn't matter how she did, because I found God. And that's the greatest blessing to the world. And you can find them too. Also, my mom is the best mom. To me. She did her best. If you were fighting for survival, you probably wouldn't be on YouTube, and you wouldn't be having this conversation, and you wouldn't be fighting for survival every second, else you would die, and then you'd be in heaven. But none of us are out here really fighting for survival. There would be no time to even debate something like this, or to even talk about this, such as what you're saying. There would be no time to wonder if you're fighting and surviving. Just find a pain you enjoy. Yeah, I mean, that's your viewpoint. That's great, Joseph Wingham. You can always take responsibility. Tim, I think you're just trolling now. Because we are talking about taking action. It's always about taking action. Sometimes you feel so good though, you feel to do nothing. Some people call this resting. We're taking responsibility of how we feel. Hate comes from quick judgments. Quick judgments of the mind. It all comes from the mind. It happens so quick. You miss the judgment, and then you start hating. So if you take a step back, slow down, you can see the thought now, and you're not falling into the thought. It loses its grip. Then you can change your thought to anything you want once you take your time. Why are you in a rush? Being in a rush makes everything hectic. If you do everything slow, you're going to feel the best you ever have in your life. And if you take your time, you'll feel better than you ever have. You already know it too. Yeah, by the word of God. Because your emotions, the problem with them is they can overtake you, and you can sin. You get so lost in the thought. You just get lost. You do unintended things. And basically the emotion, it takes over you. Jason Manson, that's a great point. I literally talked about this like the other day. Sometimes when I cross the street, I don't look left and I don't look right. You might think this is symbolic. You might think I'm crazy. But I'm not looking to my left right now or my right. But I'm feeling it around me. So sometimes when I cross the street, I don't have to look. I can hear. But more importantly, I'm tapped into the sense. The sixth sense. I feel there's no cars coming. It's actually a vibration. So that proves there's something. There's something not physical. It's same with all your thoughts and emotions. They're not physical. Damn, there's a lot of there's a lot of cranky people today. Not good. That's just your interpretation of it. Because that's not what I'm expanding about at all. But you're free to label it as not good. You can call me evil. You can say I'm negative. That's just your thought projection. And feel free to do whatever you want. Yeah. I respect everyone's opinion. You think it's garbage trash? Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure. All you are your viewpoint about life. You say my hair looks disgusting. There's some people who love it. In fact, you can love it right now. Do you know this? You can love me right now. You can change your thought. Go ahead and say you love me. Go and do it. But you resist it. You won't do it. Because you won't change. How's it going? God bless you guys. I love you too, Plum. Never let the hate get to you. That's what someone else is feeling. That's someone else's projection. You don't need to feel that. And it has nothing to do with you. Hello, Candy. Well, if you don't love me, then you go against life. You go against scripture. You go against who you fundamentally are. Yeah. Sin is basically hate. Going against life. Love naturally flows out of us. Only you can block it. And love, not loving someone, and you could keep your distance, goes against Jesus. Pretty much goes against any religious teaching. Got your walk, stay there. I could stay there for a little. What if their animosity is opposed on your life? Again, anything that doesn't feel right from people, God will guide you out of it. So if I'm around people right now that don't make me feel right. First of all, he makes you avoid these situations. Okay? But if you are in a situation around people you don't like, that's the cue to get out of there. Yeah. So, the life situation is always making you feel a certain way. You can either do two things: change your reaction to the situation, so make it positive, then you feel positive. Okay? The other way is to leave the situation, especially if it's a reoccurrence. Simply, life is not meant to stress you out. Stress is Mother Nature telling you to stop what you're doing. But if you're ignorant, you're just not feeling the stress, or you're not aware of it. So then you get whatever all the stress takes you. See you, Roy at Roy. You said you can't hear, so I didn't read the rest of your comments. Mother Nature does love to eat. Thank you for telling me that, sinner. You know, I already felt God and feel Him. So while, yes, I am reading it page by page, it's already happened to me. Even if you do read the Bible or any scripture, you actually need, that's just reading it. You want to actually feel it. You want to experience it. I am a protector of the trees. Love is a glitch. Yeah, the word, it's our true intention behind the word. Our word is an echo chamber. It actually has a vibration to it. You can move things with sound. One is when someone sings in a high pitch. Even though you don't see it, it can break glass. Yeah, emotions will lie. So would you break their hatred? I would never punish anyone. God will give you what you reap. Yeah. I don't have hatred for nobody. Even the most evilest people, they actually need love the most. They need rehabilitated. Condemning them for their whole miserable life is not going to help them. So matching someone else's hate or miserableness is just going to turn the whole world blind. Our eternal nemesis. You got no. You're thinking intellectually about it. Once you start living out of happiness and joy, it leads you away from negativity. Just because you go positive, you actually avoid the negativity. Going positive, wherever the way you feel to go, that is the way. The other way is negativity. Okay? It completely avoids that. And the more you follow your excitement and God's polling inside of you, then the more less and less negativity. Yeah. It doesn't matter what someone else's beliefs is. Like, I'm not in the war in Israel right now, I'm not in any fight right now because my life lived this way. I followed my life. God doesn't want me in a war. And even if he does put me in a war, then I'm in a war. It's really not going on, but it's just how you're describing it. You could possibly be in a war and feel God's love throughout you. You can. You could be in a cell, in a jail cell, and feel your very best. Yeah, it's industrial property, yeah. Hello, Carmelo. God is all around her. Get free before the reset. Yeah, that's what we're all trying to do. Maybe now you have the idea, but symbolically, we've all been trying to get out of this. And we've all been trying to find God. Yeah. That is true, sinner by grace. You must always think intellectually. No, that's it's not going to happen intellectually. It happens through your gut. One way to stop or twist up your thinking is to spin while you go up the stairs. Okay? And then you can just do that throughout the day. Or you can walk backwards to change your level of thinking. But the knowledge that I'm getting, though it seems like I'm speaking intellectually, It's actually just flowing through me. So words, they were here before you even knew about them. This life was here, and you kind of forgot about it. Not you specifically. Such that we didn't make the grass. The grass was here before us. So was our mother. So were the sounds. All our sounds are just fundamental sounds of the universe. But they've been conscrewed. Okay. So all evil comes from God. You know, all negative comes from positivity. It just goes in the other direction. Yeah. Everything happening is positive. That's really the only way to see it. Because first of all, then you'll be calmer. And then you'll see it from a better perspective. Okay. When you get sad or angry, you get evil. You can't decipher. Oh, my cat died. Well, do you see that as a negative? Do you feel negative from it? Or do you feel your life? The cat just lost its shell. The cat is actually still living. Or do you see it positive? Thank you for the donation. Saved by grace. Not a good way to be a teacher. I never said I was a teacher, but you implanted that I was. Second of all, well, to answer that, I'm just feeling life. But I can be not a good teacher to you. So I'm fine with that. I'm sorry for that. But that's just your perspective. I'm okay with whatever happens. I'm fine with whatever happens. My girlfriend leaves me. A-okay. House burns down. Thank the Lord. People reject me. Even better. I don't want people to believe me. I want people to feel me. To experience me. That's what I want. I want people to feel God. To feel life. Be the happiest you've ever been. This ain't about me. And you're free to think whatever. Hello, Brent. Hello, OG. Thank you, AI. Yeah. You can change your personality any second. I don't like walking. Now I do like walking. I thought that joke really wasn't funny, but actually, it is kind of funny. So you're in control, okay? When the mind's not in your control, you lose it. You become an animal. You become a bull. This is my meme face. But it's kind of just like the little squirrel. You're supposed to laugh and have fun with life. Good morning, Renee. Thank you all for being here. Everybody always thinks they know better. But again, you're right. Who can tell you? God is all the knowledge. He is your life. Why do you want to do things? He's all of this. He is the master of disguise. He's smarter than you think. He is everything. That is a real good one, though. When you try to disprove God, you end up proving he's real. God bless all the souls in this world. You don't even need me. But you can always come back to me. Make sure you uplift the world. Spread your love. You'll always be satisfied. Feel where he wants to take you. Never stop your love. Stop your judgments. Stop trying to see how everything is going to play out. Knowing what someone's going to say, knowing what's going to happen, and then becoming disinvolved. Neglecting life. Everything is brand new. Every situation is new. You think you walk the same way. But if you actually pay attention, it feels completely new. Completely different. Avatar of Krishna. Huh, I never noticed how that was so close. Hello from Africa, Yoganani. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you all. Uh, Thank you, Marta. For some reason, I want to call you Mother Garcia. Life is happiness. Start living it, aiming for it, expanding your happiness. It's not just about you. You make life happy. You affect other people. Make them happy. Don't get any return backs. You make wildlife happy. Make God happy. Yeah. When we get stuck, me, what am I going to do? Give service. And you'll always be in the hands of God. You'll always feel satisfied. We are here to help. That's the true reason we're here. That's okay to be Gnostic. That is true, Brent. Hello, Nick Kosman. Yeah, God is all. So, we're on the same page. We only separate when we're too attached to the mind. This is where terror comes up and overthinking. More so lost in the thought. Yeah. Thank you, Renee Medlin. You know, we all have our roots in this world. We're all trying to become a beautiful tree, a beautiful flower. And a leaf just fell behind the phone. We're all beautiful people. We're just trying to get out the mud. But thank you, Renee. Yeah, to get the thoughts captive, Carmelo, thanks for being here and your statements. We actually just have to slow down, take our time with the thought, really analyze it. Is this thought bringing more feeling of destruction? All thoughts of negativity or destruction are false. They're not what you want. All thoughts you don't like. Well, you don't like them. They're false. When we take our time with a thought, before we immediately react, then we can change it for the greater good. We can change our perspective so it fits one we do like. Yeah. Yes, Nick Kosman, because we are waking up. It's happening right now. I see it every day. God bless you, ladies. And reality, regardless of happening what's outside of us. Hey, what's up, boss? I like your cough on, bro. Thank you. It was because it was getting in my face.
People don't do that anymore, man. My buddy Lee's a sword. He practiced Aikido, sword fighting. He always had something to do.
Yeah, yeah. All my life, society and people told me to cut my hair. So I never experienced it to grow long. And now that I've stopped caring,
It looks good.
well, yeah, looks good. But I actually love it. It actually feels like I like short hair and the feel of getting like buzz cuts. You know that, right?
Yeah, I had hair black. I dyed it black. I didn't care what anybody thought.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I do like short hair, like I do. But I like long hair so much better. Yeah,
And if somebody don't like it, don't.
it has nothing to do with you.
No, don't like it.
Yeah, that's their own thought. And they can like it if they stop resisting. Yeah. Well, have a nice one. I'm finishing up a talk right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think if I cut it off, it may not grow back. Yeah. But all of this reality, yeah, it's here for you. Sorry, I lost what I was saying. I got caught up in that. Grizzly Adams. Well, I hope it grows longer, Carmelo. Yeah, walking is my favorite activity to do. My friend is from the South. Actually, my best friend. So sometimes I talk like this. You used to have long hair? Yeah. You know when the hair grows up on your arm? What's up, boss? You ever have the hair stand up? It's telling you something. It's giving you info. And the same thing with the hair on your head. How's it going, guys? He was saying I look like Japanese. No, I won't. I'm not walking randomly. And we're about to get out of here. It just appears that way. I'm going where my body feels like going. Where God's guiding me. To the mind, it appears very random. Yeah. Intellectually, it's confusing. You see a father and you see a mirror. I see them as one. You've been in here, the original nun. Nun as in N-U-N. All right. Japanese samurai, yeah. Always look like something. Hello, Tan Mei. Much love to India. And I'll be going there next year. I'll be going around the whole world. Your grandmother is over 100? Yeah. Well, I agree with all that, John Manson. Yeah. Like I said, walking, it is my favorite thing to do. And we always should be stress-free. Yeah. And never be too fat. But if you are, and if you like it, then so be it. The only time that I'm homeless is when I don't have God. When I forgot about life. Where will I stay? People who house me. But they're going to be like big events. So maybe they're going to be like, maybe they'll be like in a garden or some park. But they're going to be like actual places to go to. I'll probably be paying for hotel and stay. Or if I get whatever happens. Yeah. But I'm not traveling for like necessarily for my own good. I'm just spreading love and also giving, you could call them teachings, meditations, and techniques. Yeah. Will I be going alone? I'm never alone. Spirit is always with me. And I'll probably have like if there's one or two people with me, I have maybe there won't be. Yeah. But somebody maybe to record. There's going to be people probably like the hostess of the place I'm renting. So for the event, not necessarily where I'm staying. Kind of like retreats in a way. And I might bring like one friend, two friends. Yeah. What am I? I'm not seeing anything in India. I'm not going to see anything. Though that might happen. I'm actually going to see you and everybody. If Israel is on the map, yeah. I mean, if something is telling me not to go somewhere specifically, well, then I'm not going to force it. Stress-free is our natural state. It's the only way to feel life. And we're all trying to get to the stress-free state. The stress is telling you to get out of that. Yeah. Yeah, I do really like mobile homes, RV. I may do that even for like a week. But I know that takes time. Yeah. But that's a great way of living. Nobody's stress-free. I would say there's a couple people stress-free. And these are the people that, that we're trying to be like. Life is stress-free. And we always want to be this way. Yeah. You spent a year and a half homeless. I don't blame you to ignore what I speak. That's the first thing I've heard you speak, Chris Skinner. Also, we're about to end this. Yeah, because so I'm kind of just like reading up on the comments. Thank you. I don't need pills. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to spend as much time as I can. Yeah. And then I'm going to be, once I get enough money, I'm going to be opening up places where you can permanently stay, volunteer at, for free, so you can live for free. Whether you say by me or by the grace of God. Yeah. So all money that I raise and all money that I get is to build a place and a community where people can be stress free and find love. Not physically, but the love of God. Am I in Vermont? So, yes, Mother Garcia, that is true. And I'm trying to hit like all, wherever the most people will gather for the events. Obviously, there's going to be big ones like San Diego, Washington, India. No one's excluded. So, I mean, yes, I would love to go and explore stuff and hike everywhere. I'm simply have something else I want to do, which is helping people. And you could do both at the same time. But again, that's not my main goal. Are you in Vermont? No, but it definitely looks like it from the jacket, huh? Yeah, no. But I'm in Pennsylvania. Yeah, fat. Fat is. Personalities come with fat too. So, yes, and we're basically. Eventually, we will suffer by pretty much our own selfish needs or desires. But we only suffer, funny enough, to realize we don't have to suffer. So we suffer to find God, to wake up, vlog it all like this. Yeah, there'll be certain times, YouTube probably will be recording. If you've ever seen anybody give a lecture, but if I'm giving out like paid techniques, there's going to be private parts, you know. But yes, I mean, I try to do most of the stuff. Everything's free to the public. So, as much as I can. Because life is not about money. And it's simply never been about money. It's about spreading happiness and love. I don't have time to like create like, really fancy videos. It's yeah. Though it may be fun. But yeah, it will definitely be vlogged. I'm going to be living like temporarily on a homestead. There's going to be different videos for that too. How do I survive? By the love of God. I mean, that's what's keeping everything alive. I was staying somewhere temporarily, and I'm going to be moving in with my friend. Yeah. So, Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah. Libra gal. Yeah. You're inspiring too. But if you're asking, like, how do I get money? God basically gave me money. I have money saved up. Yeah. Excuse me. Have a nice day. Yeah. If you're asking where I used to work, I've worked at many places. uh, but my last job, which I did for like 3 to 4 years, was Instacart. Yeah, I did Instacart for the last 3, 4 years, but I don't really do that anymore, so yeah. And the bigger picture, there's other things too. Like, it's a lot to go over. But my body's been messed up for 9 years, so to where I couldn't eat food and I couldn't move, or I could barely move. So I really couldn't do anything. uh, I basically lost everything. But when you lose your health, that's the only thing you need. Yeah. I mean, I'm not in support. You don't have to support religion to listen to me. This isn't a this isn't because I follow any religion, though it may match up with it. These are from life experiences. That's something we need to be very clear about. God is always teaching you, or you could call it life itself. You don't need to believe in God, but life itself is always teaching you lessons. But it means, are you adherent to learn? Yeah. You got to understand that all of my life, about 95% of it, I haven't been thinking. And it didn't matter if I really did think, because most of the time it was funny. I laughed at my thoughts. I always was doing what I felt made me feel the best. And a lot of people don't do this. I became aware of this. But when I was younger, I just did it. There was no questions about it. It was a feeling inside of me that I went and did what I wanted to do. Yeah. Whatever I could do. It wasn't like I was traveling the world. I was broke and poor. Yeah. But if I wanted to go on a run, I would go on a run. Play a video game, I would play the video game. Yeah. That's okay if I look homeless. I don't really care what people think of me. And looks are deceiving, if we don't already know this. Regardless, everyone has their interpretation. And that you're free to have your own interpretation in my chat, in being around me or with me. Hello, nature body. Yeah, one of the main things I've always